Gonna try and keep this one concise. In my opinion, there's 4 core areas of the game you have to get over before you can master the game. These are combat, food, seasons, and hounds. Combat. Weapons. Spears are okay, ideally you want a weapon with 50 or more damage though, because health in the game is almost always in multiples of 50, and some mobs are just much easier to kill if you can 2 or 3 tap them. Armor is good. Early game armor is either a log suit or a football helmet, but with a log suit you need to drop your backpack if you're wearing it, so just put it on before you fight something. Both of them have 80% damage reduction and the same durability, making getting hit less punishing. If you're playing with a Wigfrid, her helmets are 80% reduction, but twice the durability of either of these. Kiting is extremely important even with armor because less time spent gathering resources for replacement armor and healing items frees up time you can use elsewhere. There's videos for every kiting pattern, but we'll just name a few. For spiders, you'll be fighting these a lot just because monster meat is very important for making meatballs or turning pigs into were-pigs. Monster meat is actually a good meat source once you know how to use crockpots and can turn them into eggs. Silk you use for a variety of recipes, and you use glands to heal chip damage. Shadow creatures run up by holding F, dodge, hold F again to get in the hit, repeat. Hounds. Dodge, get 2 hits in, dodge, 3 hits. If you have a good weapon with 50 damage, dodge 3 hits. Food. You can very easily just run around all autumn living off the land eating berries, but you can get a lot of more mileage out of your food. Crockpots are a game changer for new players and they're extremely cheap to make. Most common recipe beginners should make are meatballs as they're extremely efficient and provide a use for the otherwise useless monster meat you're picking up. Healing food are fish sticks, eventually you'll move on up to pierogi, honey hams, dragon pies, now that farming isn't bad. Later on you can experiment and branch out into better recipes. Also, do hunts. You just get them stuck in a wall or aggro them with a ranged weapon, then qualifiants drop a huge amount of meat. If you pull a Varg or a Yukis, deal with it later. Seasons. Autumn. Circumnavigate the world, gather resources, make a lantern, make a base. Winter. Have a thermal stone, heat up 2 fires or burn a tree while on the go, maybe an insulation item if you'd like, try for a walking cane. Deerclops comes, sit next to a campfire and face tank him with some armor and some healing food. Spring. Have lightning rods set up. It rains a lot, so make an eyebrow or an umbrella. Crops grow faster, so tend to those, maybe hunt some moose gooses. Frog rain, just run away from base or hop underground. The frogs despawn once you're 2 screens away. Summer. It's hot, rotate out thermal stones in the fridge to have a cold one on you. Have ice flingers set up to cover your crops and anything flammable from setting on fire. If you don't kill the antlion, just run away once you get the earthquake warning every few days. But if you jump into the caves for summer and set up a cave base, you don't need to deal with any of this. Second autumn, Bearger comes, have him knock over your trees for you until a tree guard kills him, or you can just ignore him. Hounds. Hounds are a year-round problem. Early on they're not a big deal, so you only have 2 or 3 and they spawn in 1 at a time. Later on it's a ridiculous amount of hounds, capping out around day 100. By this point you'll need to have a decent sized field of tooth traps, but that shouldn't be a challenge. The hound waves you've had by this point should net you a bunch of teeth for the tooth traps. Once you've got all this down, you're ready to master the game with ruins content, ocean content, lunar islands, archives, raid bosses. The game can be your sandbox from this point on, and it's basically Minecraft here. Thanks.